Hi, my name is Avery Rogers. This is my audience for my speech, including, here you go. All right, let's get started. Hi, my name is Avery. Welcome to my annual BAG speech. It's basically a show and tell of things, of some things that are important to me and show who I am and what I value. My first item is this book. This is my favorite book. It's called The Grim Legacy. It's about a circulating material repository or a library for things, and it's about all of those things plus magic. It's The Grim Legacy. It's by Polly Shulman, who's one of my favorite authors. I read this when I was living in Houston, and I was homeschooled, so I had a lot of free time. I read it exclusively while riding in circles in my driveway on my ripstick, which I did all the time, but it was like a staple of balance, and it opened up my love for reading and my love for getting lost in stories and finishing them in one sitting, which is what I used to do all the time. I still read, not as much, but when I do, I carry my book around with me in this bag. This is my hiking backpack. I take it with me anytime I go outside, whether I'm hiking, biking, camping, or anything that requires reliable storage. I got it at a yard sale a few years ago. I was late to it, so it was free. It was just sitting in somebody's backyard, and we had a nice little conversation about the history of the backpack, what they had used it for, and I took it home, and it's been part of my daily life ever since. I've used it for work, or anytime I leave the house that I need to carry things in, like my ID, wallet. I use it for collecting things whenever I go outside, like rocks, leaves, or bones, like this. This is my elk bone. I have two of these. They're part of the jaw of the elk. I found them on my first camping trip that I went on without my parents, which a bunch of my friends and I, we went to Fairplay to hike and explore and just hang out outside. I found it when I went to the bathroom in the middle of the night, and I accidentally sat on this skeleton. It was like half of a skeleton of an elk, and we ended up taking home the skull and both these jaw bones. Boiled it in a pot that I wasn't supposed to boil it into, but it's clean now, which is cool. It represents my love of collecting things, having items that hold memory or hold value to me just because of an experience I had whenever I was collecting it. I do that with a lot of things, and they were hanging on my wall for a really long time before this. My third item is this deck of cards. I got them whenever I was in college, and my friends and I played card games all the time, and the cards would always get wet, so I had a solution where I came up with getting waterproof cards. I still, to this day, play card games with all of my friends. It means a lot to me because I used to do that all the time with my parents. I grew up playing card games, and I love to shuffle. It's one of my favorite fidgets. And to this day, I will walk around and shuffle no matter where I am, just to keep myself focused and busy. Anyways, these are things that are important to me and tell you a little bit about who I am and where I came from. So thank you. The end.